My name is Andrea, and It's Okay My Love is a space for me to grow and expand my life when grief and other life hardships only want me to shrink. Please enjoy and feel free to leave me a comment. I'm glad to have you here. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. Beautiful weather. It's sunny, it's crisp and autumnal. So I thought before the torrential rain comes this afternoon, maybe it would be nice to go to our local food and drink fair. So I'm taking the dog with me and let's explore some local cuisine. Should we go walkies? Should we go walkies? We are in the drink and food fair, and I must say it's quite empty this year. There's not a lot of stands, which I'm quite surprised and disappointed. I did like a first lap of it and kind of got my lay of the land, so I know where everything is, and now we're doing a walk in the local woods to get the energy out of Finn, and then hopefully it will be time to have 11sis or something so I can actually taste something. We'll see. Now back in our car, I must say I didn't enjoy it. I think it's a combination of going alone, so you don't have that kind of, back and forth banter, and but also there were not that many vendors, so I really found the food options very limited and also not that good. So I actually ended up not buying anything, not even lunch. It's a lunchtime, it's 10 to 12, and I just didn't like anything. They're just sandwiches or pasta, crepes, nothing really exciting, like for the fact that it's a food and drink fair. There were vendors and stalls for like meat and cheese and some desserts, but for the fact that you're supposed to spend at least a morning here, there are not that many vendors offering food on site. So a lot of people, like, it's not even 2 hours since I arrived, like an hour and a half, and we spent over an hour on the woodwalk that is around here rather than in the actual festival or fair. So I wouldn't recommend. I thought it was quite poor, and unfortunately I will have to make myself a lunch when I come home. Not ideal, but at least we got out of the house on a sunny day, so that's a big win. So It's evening. It's almost. We just came back with Finn from our dog walk, and I was supposed to be done with ironing probably 3-4 hours ago, but I had a friend who just dropped in with a book, lending me a book, and we just chatted and a coffee and a treat. And yeah, I just came back from a walk completely drenched. Finn is completely soaked. He's double coated, but still completely soaked. And now I need to get into my ironing. I normally iron just my shirts and blouses. I'm a big blouse slash shirt wearer. You probably noticed by now that I wear like frilly things or collars quite often. So I iron those, but I need to iron a skirt and a Hobbs jumper, kind of like an officey attire. Not because I'd go to the office, it's because tomorrow is an exciting thing happening for me. I have my naturalisation ceremony, so I'll officially become a British citizen tomorrow. So yeah, I need to dress up appropriately for the ceremony. So I pulled out some things that still fit me. I obviously have a massive office attire, not because, as I said, I haven't been office employee since 2017, but my job has always been customer facing, so I traveled a lot for my job, so I have a lot of kind of a traditional office attire, and very traditional blazers, shirts, dresses, skirts. So I have a loads of it. However, since losing my husband, I've lost some weight. I think it's very common to lose weight, so not a lot of it still fits me. So I had to kind of do a little bit of try on for things to find what fits me and doesn't look totally awful and can be a little bit baggy or ill-fitting. So I pulled something up. It will be something that I'm very comfortable. I don't want to be not me. So it's still a jumper, frilly blouse and a skirt, tights. You know, it'll be raining, classic. So I'm wearing my trench. So it's not completely out of my style, which I like. I like to be comfortable. I'm going on my own. Hopefully I will be able to take a few clips, but I need to be mindful of people's privacy, obviously. And hopefully I will be able to have my picture taken with my certificate. We'll see. But yeah, I need to iron. And also tell you all about my Saturday. So you've probably seen a few clips. I did some repotting of my plants. I normally am really good at, they're indoor plants, so I'm really good at repotting them yearly, but last year was horrid and traumatic, so I didn't manage to repot them, so they were kind of a year overdue. And you could see in the clips I have 2 palms. They're massive. The straight one is called Wilfred, and the kind of gnarly one and bushy one is called Wilhelmina. They were named by my husband, and I had them since babies, and now they are massive trees. So I had to carry them. One lives in our living room, so I just had to carry them across the house. but Wilhelmina lives upstairs in my office. So I had to carry her all the way down and to the garden because I didn't want to make a mess inside the house. But oh my god, my back yesterday. I was telling myself, I'm only 35, I do yoga almost every day, I'm, you know, in a good shape, but oh my god, my back was aching and screaming for help. So today I took it quite easy and just did the festival, and then I had my friend over and now doing this, so a very relaxing day. But yeah, I'm super excited for tomorrow. I have no idea what to expect. Obviously they give you kind of a online kind of an idea what to expect, that you will be giving oath or affirmation. I think in my case I'm not religious, so I would prefer to give affirmation. But yeah, I feel like it will be a must. So it'll be quite a lot of us in a room, but it's such a big deal. I started this process in 2022, and then other things got priority in life, and I kind of abandoned the process, and I got back on it this spring in May, and my case is quite straightforward. I was on a visa before, so it was just kind of a case of 6-week wait and got my decision through. And now I had to wait another like 5 weeks for the ceremony, and in the ceremony you will actually be given the certificate so I can apply for my British passport, which I'll do right away. But yeah, actually, funny story, which a lot of people don't realize, is that once I was supposed to be flying to the US for work on Tuesday, and because of the ceremony, I'll be giving my certificate, which makes me a British citizen, but it also cancels all of the visas for good reason. Obviously, you don't need them because you are from that moment on a British citizen. But that means that until I get my passport, I can't travel. So I had to unfortunately bail out from my work trip, and I'm grounded in the country until I get my British passport, because my European passport would get me out of the country, but it wouldn't let me in because my visa is no longer valid and I'm a British citizen who should have a British passport. So yeah, I can't go to New York, which is so, yeah. When I told that to my colleagues, they were like, "What? You obviously have the passport." I was like, yeah, but once I get through, like once I leave, I won't be able to get through Heathrow back in. So I'll be like a Tom Hanks in the terminal, just living the airport. So I had to bail out. But you know, we don't mess with immigration. I want to live here peacefully and happily, so I don't want to cause any trouble literally 3 days after my ceremony, so I'm not going, but that's fine. At least Finn won't miss me. But yeah, I will hopefully be able to share some snippets of it tomorrow. But I just want to kind of give you a little bit of a background as well and talk about it because I'm super excited, and I have
no one really to talk about. Like my friends obviously know, and my family, but yeah, it's a big deal. It's a big achievement and cost a lot of money, but I call the UK my home, so I should be rightfully excited um, to become a citizen. Yesterday's ceremony was really lovely, actually. So I'm officially a British citizen. Yay! And to celebrate, because yesterday I couldn't, I just nipped out of work and, you know, affirm my allegiance to the king and the country. I went back straight to work and just finished what I had to do. But tonight, it's Tuesday, it's another round of Bake Off, so I'm going to my friend's house, taking the Fluffington with me, and we are both going to visit her. She has a doggy as well, so. But it's bread week, so in honor of the bread week, I'm bringing my challah bread. So I baked and plaited a challah, which I haven't done for years, so hopefully it's really good.